Namaste, ambassadors, and welcome to the new SUPERScope Weekly Report. My name is Christopher Witecki. I am a modern mystic and a soul biographer, and I'm here to help you put the steps of your life back in order, for help you to step into your power, step into your love, and step into your serious joy. That's my life's mission on earth, to help everyone step right into their power. And if you're a Gemini, well, then you are a step 5 consciousness, if you don't know. Step 5 is the step 5 I'm alive kind of energy. It's like where you start to feel like you are alive. Sorry, I was turning my circle on there. And step 5 is really the point when it all starts to come together, and that's what Geminis live. They like to be in that moment where it all comes together. They love that moment where it all comes together, and they love to live in that moment where it all comes together. And that moment comes together in the I think state of awareness in your thought process. So a step 5 is always alive, and a step 5 always has 4 directions they can go. They're where they are now and 4 possibilities. So it's really 2 twins, really. And that's the quantum reality anyways, is that we have these quantum choices in the moment, these 4 directions we can always go. And you know, the pagans have always known this with the earth, wind, fire, and water and that sort of thing. But Geminis live this by nature. And sometimes people think that they're unstable, but it's not. It's that they're ready to kind of go in any direction. And that's why they're a lot of fun. My son's a Gemini, and he's willing to go in 4 directions at any moment. So I really love that about him. So moving on to the Geminis, what does this mean? Well, it means that you're working on your boundaries, you know, where you draw your limits. So we've already worked on the yes, no limits. That turns into whether or not you have security in yourself, and that turns into the ability to alchemize your life. So you have the power this week, Gemini step 5s, to alchemize your life, to change it, to change your power, to change your flexibility, to upgrade your mastery, to show the world, show yourself first where you are, and that therefore it folds out to the world. So this is a powerful transit, and this is one you've been working up to for several years, frankly. So no matter what age you are, this is an exciting time for the step 5s. All right. Now, whoops, missed a slide. So looking at the week, the first 3 days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, very cool, sunny and cool, feeling very cool. Quantum shift that will happen in your personal trust on the inside somewhere in those first 3 days, a quantum shift in your trust. On Tuesday, you expand on that trust. Then, oops, I'm just wrong with these maps. And then on Wednesday, you want to respond to your whole life as if you already knew it would work out. Now, the moon moves out of Gemini and into finances, so you might have a real financial crisis or test of your personal trust. So it's highly likely that your test will be with personal trust around finances or money, and that's where you want to respond as if you knew it would work out, no problem. Then on Friday, you're going to have to commit to a certain something inside yourself. So I think step 5s are going to commit to something. They're going to commit to a marriage or a person or a project or a life or something really deep and very profound, something that will change them forever if they say yes to it. But the moon will be in Leo, so you're going to feel loving and your heart and mind will be aligned. And so I think that you will be in the right place to make that commitment to yourself, and the carry out of that is later. So this is just a commitment to yourself, step 5. And for step 5 risings, this is a commitment that the outer world will see, the outerverse. So if you're a rising, this is an outerverse commitment. If you're a Gemini sun, this is an innerverse commitment that will lead to outerverse anyways. Whenever it's an innerverse, it does lead to outerverse. Whenever it's just an outerverse, it might just be an outerverse. So we're going to take action on that on Saturn Day. And so this week is to discover, decide, discover why you can trust yourself, decide what you want, and commit based on that trust, and then go. That's basically the week. So let's look at the PLUR of this whole week. That's the peace, the love, the unity, and the respect potential. When we live in PLUR, the whole world will step into peace. Now, when it comes to peace, I think that the Geminis will be, their innerverse will be very peaceful and happy and joyful, because finally I think you'll feel in control of your innerverse, and that's a big deal for the Geminis. In the outerverse, I think you'll reflect. It's like that kind of Gemini reflection where what the Gemini is on the inside, we're seeing on the outside. So you're going to see the twin reflect that. On the love component, I think that Geminis are really starting to fall in love with themselves, and the step 5s are really feeling this inner love and harmony like they haven't ever felt before. This is represented by other things I'm not going into right now, but Uranus innovation, Pisces self-mercy, lots of things like that. In the outerverse, I think people are seeing you as very childlike and fun and creative, and I'm loving to see my son in this joyful state. When it comes to personal unity, I think you're still undecided and you're pensive about whether or not this will all hold together. I think that's pretty natural for where you are in your transformation. Remember, you're going to transform yourself, so to have a perspective of innerverse with not total unity is exactly where you want to be at this state. And in the outerverse, you're going to maybe look like a deer in headlights to those who know you really well. And, you know, people will be concerned, but I don't think the people will see you as disharmony or disunity inside. When it comes to the respect, on the innerverse, I think the step 5 Geminis are really feeling like there's some self-respect there. And I feel like the world is also seeing you as respectful too. But again, because of some of the other reasons I mentioned, maybe a little cloudy but respected, like wondering if the Geminis are okay, looking in there to see if they're okay. So it's definitely, the respect is there from the world, but it's cloudy. We're not quite sure if you're okay. But I am. You just got to ask the heart, because, you know, Geminis, their state of mind does not determine what they are if they don't want to. All right. So let's talk about a couple things as we exit. One, I'm not going to be doing readings much longer for the public. That's because of my life changing in good ways. So if you want a reading, I do have a reading set special right now. It's for 1 hour, $99, and you'll get a free 30-minute follow-up good this year. That's about all I can guarantee right now is this year. So I'm going to be fading out readings starting in the spring. So if you want one and you have the time or money, you should dive on in. You can book it for any time this year, even your birthday. Also, come on down to gavenus.com and get a free week of our new GA Venus service for women. This is an empowerment network. It's text messages, emails, videos. Oh my God, it's so much cool stuff. This is where Soul Garden has gone to dedicating to women and the empowerment of women in the new age. And if you'd like to get a free trial, come on down to gavenus.com. And finally, I want to say that all of the Soul Garden programming has now moved to soulmart.me. That's right. We put all of our shows there. So Practical Wizardry, Dear Zen, Astro 101, Magic Mints and Medicine, and Astrology for Women, all now at soulmart.me, and our guided hangouts, which start this Wednesday and Friday. So if you want to hang out with us in a chat room and talk to some cool people, it's all at soulmart.me. Soulmart.me is a nonprofit organization used to unite the light on Earth. All right, that's all I have for the week. So nice to be with y'all and see you again. And for my step 5s, I'll see you in 7 days. So in 7 days, we'll deal with the step 5s. Until then, live, love, and let be.